Some lawsuits make sense. Others, they'll make you question how reality even works. From a man who sued because his beer didn't attract supermodels to someone demanding compensation because a haunted house was too scary, these cases prove that common sense isn't so common after all. Get ready, because today we're diving into 101 of the dumbest reasons people have sued companies in the US. 1. A man sued Budweiser because their commercials made him believe drinking beer would get him beautiful women. When reality didn't match the fantasy, he demanded compensation for psychological distress. He probably also believes that using Axe body spray will make supermodels chase him through the streets. 2. A woman sued McDonald's because her chicken nugget was too crispy and hurt her teeth. She claimed the unexpected crunch caused her unbearable pain and suffering. If that's a lawsuit, then my dentist should be suing me for years of neglect. 3. A man in New York sued Subway because his foot-long sandwich was only 11 inches. He argued that missing that extra inch was a betrayal of consumer trust. His exes probably filed a class action lawsuit for the same reason. 4. A customer sued Starbucks because their iced coffee had too much ice. She claimed that by filling the cup with ice, Starbucks was scamming customers out of actual coffee. Next up, suing soup for being too wet. 5. A woman sued Pepsi after she found a mouse in her can of Mountain Dew. Pepsi's defense? The soda is so acidic that the mouse would have dissolved before she could find it. Congrats, Pepsi. You won the case, but lost everyone's appetite. 6. A man sued Nike because someone stole his sneakers. His logic? Nike should have made them harder to steal. What did he expect? Sneakers that tase the thief and call 911. 7. A customer sued Krispy Kreme because their raspberry-filled donuts didn't have actual raspberries. He was outraged to learn the filling was just flavored jelly. Next, he'll be suing Apple for not selling actual apples. 8. A woman sued Red Bull because it didn't give her wings. She claimed the company's slogan was misleading and demanded compensation. Red Bull settled, meaning someone actually got paid for not being able to fly. Somewhere, science is crying. 9. A man sued Blizzard Entertainment because playing World of Warcraft made his social life worse. He said the game was too addicting and blamed it for his lack of friends. Bro, your in-game character probably has a better social life than you. 10. A woman sued Universal Studios because their Halloween Horror Nights haunted house was too scary. She argued that the attraction caused her severe emotional trauma. Did she also sue roller coasters for going too fast? 11. A man sued Ben & Jerry's because their all-natural ice cream contained refined sugar. He believed natural meant the sugar should be straight from a sugar cane in his backyard. Meanwhile, the rest of us just eat our ice cream and move on. Except for lactose-intolerant people, they just move faster. 12. A woman sued FedEx after tripping over a package they delivered to her doorstep. The ironic part? She was the one who ordered the package. Somewhere, Gravity is filing a counter-lawsuit for defamation. 13. A customer sued Coca-Cola after mistaking a Dasani bottle for a regular Coke and nearly drowning because he wasn't expecting water. He took a huge gulp, choked, and claimed the company was responsible for his shock. Next lawsuit, suing Fire for being too hot. 14. A woman sued Walmart because she got locked inside the store overnight. But here's the twist. Security footage showed she hid on purpose so she could shop without interruptions. The only thing she didn't buy? A solid escape plan. 15. A man sued Hershey's because his Reese's peanut butter cup didn't look as smooth as the one on the wrapper. He argued that he had been misled by the perfect-looking chocolate in ads. Somewhere, Photoshop is shaking its head in disappointment. 16. A man sued Taco Bell because his Crunch Wrap didn't look as good as in the commercial. He claimed it was false advertising and wanted compensation. Bro, if food looked like it does in ads, McDonald's burgers would be the size of your head. 17. A woman sued Disneyland because Goofy high-fived her too hard. She claimed it caused her lasting pain. Imagine explaining that injury to a doctor. Well, you see, Your Honor, a giant cartoon dog assaulted me. 18. A man sued Apple because his iPhone stopped working after he dropped it in a lake. He argued that since the phone had a weather app, it should have been prepared for water. That's not how technology or life works, my guy. 19. A customer sued Burger King because their Impossible Whopper wasn't cooked on a separate grill from the meat burgers. Apparently, they thought a fast food kitchen operates like a 5-star vegan restaurant. If you want real separation, try eating at home. 20. A woman sued Victoria's Secret because a rhinestone from her thong popped off and hit her in the eye. That's right, weaponized lingerie. Somewhere, a James Bond villain is taking notes. 21. A man sued Netflix for wasting his time after binge-watching a show that he thought would have a better ending. He demanded compensation for emotional damage. If this works, I'm suing every movie that had a bad sequel. Looking at you, Matrix 4. 22. A woman sued Sephora because a free makeup sample gave her a rash. She argued that free should also mean perfectly safe forever. Lady, even free advice can ruin your life. 23. A man sued Samsung because his phone exploded in his pocket. Okay, this one sounds legit until you find out he was trying to microwave the phone to charge it faster. Congratulations, you just unlocked a Darwin Award. 24. A woman sued Hallmark because they didn't make a birthday card for her exact age. She was turning 107. Ma'am, at that age, you should be getting sued for making the rest of us feel out of shape. 25. A man sued Hershey's again, this time because his M&Ms had too many brown ones. He claimed it was an unfair distribution of colors. What's next? Suing Skittles for false representation of the rainbow. 26. A woman sued Uber because her driver took a longer route and made her late for a party. Ma'am, that's not a lawsuit, that's a bad Yelp review. 27. A customer sued Chick-fil-A because their drive-thru was too slow and caused him emotional distress. If waiting 5 minutes for a chicken sandwich ruins your day, maybe life isn't for you. 28. A woman sued Google Maps because she followed its directions and walked straight into a lake, instead of, using her eyes. Somewhere, common sense is quietly sobbing in the corner. 29. A man sued Domino's because his pizza didn't have enough cheese. If this is a valid lawsuit, I've got about 50 pizza places to call my lawyer about. 30. A woman sued a dating app because her match didn't look like his profile picture. She wanted compensation for fraud. Lady, if that's fraud, half of Instagram belongs in jail. 31. A man sued Walmart because the wet floor sign wasn't slippery enough. He claimed that when he saw the warning, he instinctively braced himself to slip, but the floor was completely dry, making him waste his body's natural balance. If this works, I'm suing my gym, because they promised visible results in 30 days, and I still look like a potato. 32. A woman sued Hershey's because her chocolate bar melted in her car. She claimed that nowhere on the packaging did it say, "Do not leave in a 120-degree vehicle for 3 hours." Lady, the laws of physics do not require a disclaimer. 33. A man sued Olive Garden because their all-you-can-eat pasta deal ended when the restaurant closed. He insisted all-you-can-eat meant forever and demanded unlimited pasta access for life. Buddy, even buffets have limits, especially when you are the only reason they ran out of food. 34. A woman sued IKEA because she got lost in the store for over 4 hours. She argued that the layout was intentionally designed to trap customers and that she suffered emotional trauma from wandering through an endless maze of furniture. Someone should tell her about this incredible invention called exit signs. 35. A man sued Red Lobster because the fresh fish on the menu wasn't caught that morning. He was shocked to learn that his salmon didn't come straight from the ocean onto his plate within the hour. If that's fraud, then every grocery store fish counter is a crime scene. 36. A woman sued Tesla because her self-driving car didn't avoid a pothole. She argued that the car should have known better and that it owed her a smoother ride. Tesla should countersue for making them deal with this level of entitlement. 37. A customer sued a haunted house because an actor dressed as a zombie chased him too aggressively. Sir, that is literally the point of a haunted house. If you wanted a gentle experience, maybe try a petting zoo. 38. A man sued McDonald's because he gained weight after eating there every day for months. He claimed the fast food chain failed to properly warn him that burgers and fries weren't diet-friendly. Bro, if that wasn't obvious, maybe your brain needed more nutrients than your stomach. 39. A woman sued FedEx because her package was delivered too early. She ordered a birthday present for her husband, and since it arrived 2 days before his birthday, she felt pressured to give it to him early, ruining the surprise. FedEx should have responded by suing her for the dumbest lawsuit of the year. 40. A man sued a casino because he lost all his money gambling. He argued that the casino should have stopped him from making bad bets. That's like suing a bar because they didn't cut you off before your terrible drunk texts. 41. A woman sued Disneyland because the ride operator didn't let her go around on the teacup ride a second time for free. She insisted that once you board a ride, you should be able to stay on it as long as you want. If that's the case, I'd like to file a lawsuit against airlines because once I board, I don't want to leave either. 42. A man sued a hotel because the ocean view room had a partial view of a tree. He demanded a full refund, claiming he paid for unobstructed, majestic views of the sea. Meanwhile, the tree was just there, minding its own business, wondering why it was being dragged into a lawsuit. 43. A woman sued Chipotle because her burrito was too big. She said she suffered from jaw strain after trying to take a bite. Imagine trying to explain that injury to a doctor. Well, you see, I was trying to eat a burrito the size of a small child. 44. A man sued a concert venue because the music was too loud. Sir, you bought tickets to a rock concert. If you wanted silence, may I recommend your living room? 45. A woman sued a yoga studio because she wasn't relaxed enough after her session. She argued that the studio promised a peaceful and stress-free experience, but she still felt anxious afterward. Maybe, just maybe, the problem isn't yoga, but you. 46. A man sued Kellogg's because the Fruit Loops in his cereal weren't made from actual fruit. He argued that the name was deliberately misleading and demanded compensation for being tricked into eating artificial loops. If this works, I'm suing Cocoa Puffs for not turning me into a chocolate-loving bird. 47. A woman sued Airbnb because her rental didn't look as good as it did in the photos. Apparently, the lighting in real life wasn't as flattering, and she felt emotionally deceived. Somewhere, every single person who's ever used a dating app is nodding in agreement. 48. A man sued a trampoline park because he fell on a trampoline. He claimed he wasn't properly warned that jumping on a bouncy surface could lead to bouncing. Sir, did you expect to land on a cloud? 49. A woman sued Amazon because her package required a signature, and she wasn't home to sign for it. She claimed this was a violation of her personal freedom because she was forced to stay home and wait for something she already paid for. Lady, that's called being an adult. 50. A man sued a golf course because he got hit by a golf ball. He insisted the course should have guaranteed a 100% risk-free environment. That's like suing a swimming pool for getting wet. 51. A woman sued a psychic because her love life didn't improve after a reading. She argued that the psychic gave her false hope that she would find love soon. Newsflash. If psychics were actually psychic, they'd all be winning the lottery, not running businesses out of strip malls. 52. A man sued Home Depot because he got stuck in a giant bucket. He claimed the bucket should have come with a warning label saying, "Do not sit inside." What exactly was he planning to do in there? Live out his dream of being a human turtle? 53. A woman sued a water park because the lazy river was too fast. She expected a peaceful, meditative floating experience, but found herself mildly drifting at an unsettling speed. Sounds like she's never been in real traffic. 54. A man sued a bakery because his birthday cake didn't look exactly like the picture he showed them. He claimed the difference between the two cakes caused him deep personal humiliation. Imagine the trauma of a slightly lopsided frosting swirl. 55. A woman sued a car wash because her car still had a few water spots on it. She argued that the business should have guaranteed a flawless shine. Lady, unless they're using wizardry, there's always going to be a water spot somewhere. 56. A man sued a hotel because his complimentary breakfast wasn't luxurious enough. He expected gourmet cuisine, but was shocked to find a waffle maker and some muffins. Bro, it's a free breakfast, not a 5-star Michelin experience. 57. A woman sued a perfume company because the scent didn't attract men as advertised. She claimed she wore it every day for months, yet remained single. Maybe, just maybe, it wasn't the perfume's fault. 58. A man sued a farmer's market because the organic apples had dirt on them. He argued that cleanliness is part of the buying experience. My guy, you wanted organic. Did you expect them to be pressure-washed and hand-polished by angels? 59. A woman sued an airline because the clouds outside her window didn't look as fluffy as in the travel brochure. She demanded a partial refund because her aerial view experience was not aesthetically pleasing. That's it. I'm suing reality for not always being Instagram-worthy. 60. A man sued a seafood restaurant because his lobster dinner looked sad. He argued that the presentation ruined his appetite and that the lobster's expression made him feel guilty. Sir, that lobster wasn't happy about being dinner. What did you expect, a thumbs up? 61. A woman sued a theme park because the roller coaster photo made her look bad. She claimed the park was responsible for public embarrassment because she looked windblown and terrified. Lady, that's literally what roller coasters do. 62. A man sued a tanning salon because he didn't turn as tan as expected. He argued that the salon failed to deliver the deep bronze glow he saw in the promotional photos. Bro, unless they dipped you in caramel, that's not how tanning works. 63. A woman sued a soda company because her diet soda didn't make her lose weight. She said the word diet was misleading and gave her false hope of automatic weight loss. Somewhere, her treadmill is quietly weeping. 64. A man sued a gym because he still wasn't muscular after a month. He insisted the gym promised results, but failed to mention he actually had to lift weights to get them. Buddy, looking at the machines doesn't burn calories. 65. A woman sued a mattress company because her bed was too comfortable. She claimed she overslept too often, causing her to miss work, and demanded compensation for lost wages. At this point, let's just sue gravity for making it hard to get up. 66. A man sued a popcorn company because the kernels got stuck in his teeth. He argued that there should have been proper warning labels about potential dental risks. Next up, suing soup for being too hot and ice cream for being too cold. 67. A woman sued a candle company because her scented candle didn't make her home smell exactly like a pine forest. She claimed the scent was mildly disappointing and that she felt emotionally unfulfilled. Lady, if you want the real pine forest experience, go hug a tree. 68. A man sued a yoga studio because he wasn't spiritually enlightened after 6 classes. He demanded a refund, arguing that the studio failed to deliver inner peace as advertised. Newsflash: stretching for an hour doesn't automatically make you a Zen master. 69. A woman sued an alarm clock company because her alarm was too quiet, causing her to miss a job interview. She argued that the device failed its only purpose and demanded lost wages. Ma'am, if your entire career depends on one alarm, maybe set 2? 70. A man sued a fan manufacturer because it failed to cool his temper during an argument. He insisted the ad said it would keep him chill, but his rage during a fight with his wife proved otherwise. Sorry, buddy, but even ACs have limits. 71. A woman sued a nail salon because her manicure didn't bring her the happiness she expected. She claimed the salon overpromised joy and that her nails looked good, but her life still wasn't perfect. Someone should tell her that nail polish isn't therapy. 72. A man sued a bakery because his gluten-free cake tasted too much like a regular cake. He demanded proof that it was actually gluten-free because it was too delicious to be true. Imagine getting sued for being too good at your job. 73. A woman sued an ice cream shop because the scoop was too small for the price. She argued that she felt personally betrayed by the portion size. Lady, you ordered a single scoop, not a lifelong commitment to happiness. 74. A man sued a Christmas tree farm because his tree lost needles too quickly. He claimed he deserved a refund because no one warned him trees actually die. My guy, it's a tree, not a pet. What did you expect? A lifetime warranty? 75. A woman sued a grocery store because the free sample wasn't big enough. She insisted that one bite was not a fair representation of the full product and demanded a properly sized free sample experience. That's not a sample, lady. That's called a full meal. 76. A man sued a bowling alley because the lanes were too slippery. He claimed the floor was dangerously smooth and that he wasn't warned about the risk of gliding uncontrollably. My guy, it's literally designed to make bowling balls slide. What did you expect, carpet? 77. A woman sued a sock company because her feet weren't as warm as promised. She claimed the packaging used words like cozy and toasty, but she still felt slightly chilly. What's next? Suing blankets for not feeling like a mother's hug. 78. A man sued an airline because he didn't get a window seat, even though he booked an aisle seat on purpose. He claimed that psychologically, he still wanted a window view and felt tricked by airline policies. Sounds like his real problem isn't the seat, it's reality itself. 79. A woman sued a beach resort because the ocean was too salty. She argued that excessive salt levels in the water made her vacation less enjoyable. Next lawsuit, suing the sun for being too bright. 80. A man sued a zoo because the penguins weren't as happy as he expected. He claimed the penguins looked mildly disinterested, which ruined his experience. Sir, they're penguins, not Disney characters. 81. A woman sued a coffee shop because her latte art didn't look like the Instagram photo. She claimed that the heart shape in the foam was misshapen and caused her deep disappointment. Lady, it's coffee, not a commissioned art piece. 82. A man sued a supermarket because the checkout line was too slow. He demanded compensation for lost time and said the cashier should have worked faster. If waiting 5 minutes for groceries is a traumatic event, I'd love to see how he handles real life. 83. A woman sued a fireworks company because her sparklers weren't sparkly enough. She expected a dazzling, mesmerizing experience, but instead, they just worked like normal sparklers. Fireworks companies should start including disclaimers. Warning, your imagination may be overactive. 84. A man sued a flashlight company because it was too bright and temporarily blinded his cat. He claimed his pet was now emotionally distressed and refused to make eye contact with him. Sir, I think your cat just doesn't like you. 85. A woman sued a gym because they didn't guarantee weight loss. She said she paid for a membership but didn't lose weight because no one at the gym forced her to work out. Sorry, lady, but the treadmill doesn't run itself. 86. A man sued a pillow company because his pillow wasn't as fluffy as advertised. He demanded a refund and compensation for sleep-related disappointment. I wonder if he also sues clouds for not being as soft as they look. 87. A woman sued an aquarium because the dolphins didn't perform enough tricks during her visit. She argued that she paid to be entertained, but only saw the dolphins swim around. Ma'am, they're dolphins, not your personal circus act. 88. A woman sued a tech company because autocorrect changed her text and caused a breakup. She meant to write "I love you," but the phone changed it to "I loathe you." Instead of fixing things, she sued Apple for emotional damage. Maybe read before you hit send? 89. A woman sued a frozen yogurt shop because the yogurt was too cold. She insisted that it should be a comfortable temperature for immediate eating. Lady, it's frozen yogurt. Would you prefer it room temperature? 90. A man sued a restaurant because his steak wasn't as juicy as the picture on the menu. He claimed he suffered emotional disappointment from the false advertising. If this lawsuit works, every fast food menu in history is about to be in serious trouble. 91. A woman sued a weather app because it predicted sunshine, but it rained. She claimed she wore the wrong outfit based on the forecast and suffered public embarrassment for carrying an umbrella she didn't need. Ma'am, meteorologists are guessing, not performing ancient weather magic. 92. A man sued a movie theater because the popcorn was too buttery. He claimed the excessive butter made his hands slippery, which caused him to drop his phone. Next time, maybe don't treat your snack like a sponge. 93. A woman sued a beauty salon because her new haircut didn't attract more men. She argued that the stylist promised she'd love her new look, but failed to deliver romantic success. If bad haircuts were lawsuit-worthy, every middle school yearbook would be a crime scene. 94. A man sued a casino because they gave him too many free drinks while gambling. He claimed the alcohol clouded his judgment, leading to his financial losses. Ah yes, blaming free booze for making you bad at math. Classic. 95. A man sued a VR headset company because the experience was too real and made him fall over. He insisted the company should have warned him that he might forget reality while playing. Sounds like someone just discovered gravity the hard way. 96. A man sued a theme park because the cotton candy was too fluffy. He claimed it dissolved too quickly, preventing him from fully enjoying his snack. Bro, that's literally what cotton candy does. 97. A woman sued a sunglasses company because they didn't make her look cool enough. She said the ad implied she'd have an instant confidence boost, but she still felt awkward. I guess now we need 100% guaranteed coolness labels on eyewear. 98. A man sued a bakery because his birthday cake had too many candles on it. He argued that the number of candles made him feel uncomfortably old and demanded a refund for emotional distress. Sir, if a cake can emotionally destroy you, aging might not be your biggest problem. 99. A woman sued a hotel because the complimentary robe wasn't as luxurious as she expected. She argued that it didn't make her feel like a rich celebrity, and therefore ruined her stay. Next time, maybe bring your own throne too? 100. A man sued a coffee shop because his iced coffee gave him brain freeze. He claimed they should have warned him that drinking something ice-cold too fast might hurt. Sir, we have been figuring this out since childhood, and for the dumbest lawsuit of all? 101. A man sued himself for $5 million claiming he violated his own rights. Even better? He demanded that the government pay the settlement since he couldn't afford it. Congratulations, sir. You've officially reached the highest level of stupidity possible, and that's 101 of the dumbest reasons people have sued companies. Which one was your favorite? Have you ever heard of a lawsuit crazier than these? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because you know there are even dumber lawsuits out there just waiting to happen.